This next section is one of those sections that I've probably had the most fun with. Right? And the reason that I probably had the most fun with this is what I'm about to teach you is how you can have agreement with somebody, whether you agree with them or not. All right, they might make a comment that you don't agree with, all right, but you never say, I disagree with you. All right, you are able to agree with them without saying the words, I agree. All right, and it's a phenomenal tool to have in your tool belt. I'll give you an example. Let's say I was in front of a college recently, in front of a whole load of students, at which point I turned around and said, America is the greatest country in the world. To which point I actually got some boos and no way. And so I made a bold comment, which actually was telling them something. And if you remember and you revert back to old clips, telling people something is never a great idea. But let's say you have a belief system like that. And for me, America is the greatest country in the world. And that's just for me. It doesn't have to be for you. But even if I'm in a dialogue with someone where I say America is the greatest country in the world, but they don't agree with me, I can still continue the conversation and move forward without me having a disagreement. And the reason this is important, a very dear friend of mine taught me this, and he made not, I don't know where he got his source from on this, but he said, Jamie, he said, when you see two people from a distance arguing with each other and they're clashing about something, neither of them seem like they're right. Indeed, actually both of them seem like they're wrong. Even if one is right or wrong, right, when you see people at a distance arguing with each other, it's never a good situation. And here's the thing, you want to be able to continue and transition your conversation and keep it going smoothly without it reverting backwards. So let's say that the example which actually happened, I turned around in front of all these college kids, I was in front of 400 of them, and I said, America is the greatest country in the world. And I shared with you, there was booing, there was no way. And my simple response was this, all right? And there was no answering back when I actually mentioned this point, and the room went silent and I was able to continue on with my conversation. All right, here's how it would go. So I said, America's the greatest country in the world. They booed. I said, I get it. Pause. I understand completely why you might be thinking that way right now. Pause. I haven't had the opportunity yet to share with you all the wonderful things that I've been able to take advantage of in this country to be able to provide the very best opportunities for my kids and my family. Magic. Can you see, and I'll go through it again so you understand it, it's to turn around to someone who says something. Let's say they say Trump is the greatest president of all time, but you don't believe that to be true, okay? Again, the idea is, I get it. I understand completely why you would be thinking that way right now. We haven't shared with you yet what Trump put in place just the other day that enables our family to take advantages of certain benefits that weren't there beforehand. Whatever that scenario, because we all do have beliefs. The idea behind a discussion is not to keep quiet, all right, with somebody. It's just to be able to have a conversation, keep it flowing without clashing and disagreeing with them. Another example of this is, let's say you are with a friend and you're about to go and buy something, all right, or sign up for a course or something of that nature, and your friend turns around to you, oh, you're going to go for a concert, all right, a great concert, and the tickets are really mega expensive, okay, they're really mega expensive, all right, and your friend's like, dude, they're way too expensive, all right. I would turn around as a friend and say, I get it, I completely understand why you would be thinking that way right now, we haven't discussed all the different payment options that we can create for ourselves to go to this concert. Do you see how I was able to keep the conversation going without disagreeing, and the end result is we can still go to the concert? I hope you love that one, guys, because I have a tremendous amount of fun where I never say the words but, I never say I agree with you, and yet I'm still able to get my point across. Hopefully you can have a lot of fun with this, and again, just like all the things, rather than me tell you what I think you should be doing, I'm hoping that right now you're telling yourself you need to practice these things and get better at it so you can have that conscientious language skill going to any interaction that you ever have going forward. Well done, everyone.